Hi, Mike. My name is David.
Hi, I'm Chad.
Hannah?
Oh, and it's Lauren.
We're here today to talk about a podcast that we just started called David Doesn't Know, where we're going to discuss different conspiracy theories that I don't know a lot about, but I have a bunch of friends that do. So they're going to talk about them with me, and I will be asking questions along the way. Today we have both Chad and my wives here to also ask questions. So
Hannah and Lauren.
And the discussion today will be about the Denver airport and the strange oddities that conspiracy theories have dove into. And so we're going to hand it over to Chad now to give us some facts about it.
Anybody have any questions before we start?
No, not yet.
No?
No.
Cool.
Bring it on.
So Denver Airport is full of fun facts and conspiracies and interesting tidbits, but we'll start with a few facts. Denver Airport was constructed in 1995, opening on February 28th. It's 25 miles from downtown Denver and serves the Denver metropolitan area and the Front Range urban corridor. Is one of the top 20 busiest airports in the world. Construction cost $4.8 billion in 1995, which was $2 billion over budget. Employed 11,000 workers and recently underwent a $4 billion upgrade, and is 25 miles from downtown Denver, which is 19 miles further than Stapleton International Airports. We have a question.
What?
We have a question.
Yes.
Hannah, what's
How
up?
much does a normal airport cost?
That is a great question, and I don't know the answer to that. I guess it would depend on
How big?
how big, a
Where's
lot of
located?
factors.
So,
Yeah,
like, they were
location.
over budget, but we don't know if they were also over budget of what the going rate for airports like that cost.
Correct. They were budgeted $2.8 billion some odd dollars
Back
So-
in 95.
back in 95.
Which is like how much now?
Their starting budget could have been more excessive even than what they went over.
Could have been. Could have been.
All right, next, keep going.
Some construction oddities about Denver Airport. Different contractors were brought in for different parts of the building, then fired over time as their areas were completed, leading some observers to believe it was a strategy to make sure no one person understood the full scope of the project.
That's wild.
Question, Hannah.
Did these contractors tell people that they were fired? Like, how did everyone find out about it?
I would assume that there was some conversation about being fired after their section of the airport, and it was probably just public record that different contractors are being brought in for different sections, because it has to be disclosed, I would assume.
But if you're only brought in for your one section, then that's what you build and you leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So,
don't know exactly how the construction process works, but if a contractor's hired to build a wall and they build the wall, then they're done.
Yeah.
So
Next.
so eventually
Yeah.
people talked and were like, this is a little
Oh, I got fired
suspicious.
too. Yeah.
got
Okay.
fired after my section, you got fired after yours, or only brought on to do one section?
They only hired me to do one bathroom stall.
Sure.
Who did the rest?
What about the other bathroom stall? There was 110 million cubic yards of earth removed, which led some to believe many projects were taking place underground.
That's a lot of dirt.
That's a lot of dirt. That is a lot of dirt. A fueling system that can pump 1,000 gallons per minute, which is overkill even to today's standards.
What?
Gallons of what?
What exactly?
Fuel
What
for airport?
exactly is used like for pumping that much fuel? Like what is an actual thing that's like
These-
should pump
That's
that?
the unknown.
These are great questions that I don't have the answer to.
Okay, so like we could find out like does a nuclear power station pump fuel like that, or like
It's possible.
a
These in particular are just pumping airplane fuel to the airplanes.
okay.
But there was so much of it. That's
There-
the,
Like
that's the
what
unknown.
were they powering?
It can handle a
that
much
needed?
larger capacity than needed.
So a lot more than just airplanes.
Highly
Possible.
suspect.
Highly suspect.
Suspicious, super suspicious.
And then also the the older airport was closer to downtown Denver,
Yes,
and
by about 19 miles.
it was just renovated.
It had recently been renovated.
So they made a new airport after they'd already renovated the other airport,
Right.
which
Yes.
makes no sense.
Right. What's the point of making a new one?
Well, Stapleton was an old airport, and even it's possible, I don't want to speak to any one conspiracy theory, but it is possible that even after the renovation, that Stapleton just couldn't handle the amount of people that Denver Airport needed to move, so they decided to build another airport.
Right.
So is the other airport that was renovated just like dead? Like no one goes
Yes.
there? It's a ghost airport now?
Abandoned.
It's
I would
abandoned.
guess so.
I'm sure it's probably been torn down by now. I don't know for sure, but
Google it.
Google it.
I'm gonna do it.
Lauren's
The
gonna Google it.
aliens abducted it.
Probably a mall.
Yeah, it could be a mall.
Outlet Mall,
Malls are dying there too, so
Amazon.
because of Amazon. Is that a conspiracy?
No, it's just technology. People want to shop at home.
I
So
like
there-
shopping at home in my
Yeah.
pajamas.
Yeah, you do. Our bank
Sometimes,
account shows it.
sometimes night shop when you wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and realize you're missing a cord for your car for your new phone.
Did that just happen?
maybe?
It's a
Theoretically.
it's a neighborhood now. It says here that
So Stapleton Airport is now a neighborhood.
a residential neighborhood it says here that the property was redeveloped as the commercial and residential neighborhood of Central Park, which was named Stapleton until 2020.
Do they have any ghost planes flying
There you
around
go.
that neighborhood?
I don't know.
No,
It's a true urban oasis, as it says.
ghost plane.
No, there's 30,000
Like the
residents
opposite of
there.
An airport, an urban oasis.
An oasis.
Huh.
Sounds nice.
Who knows? Maybe we'll visit one day.
So, granite imported from all over the world, even as the project ran way over budget. And construction of tunnel systems for trucks and trains, most of which are currently not in use.
So it's like the Disney World.
Yeah.
So granite, is that like a good type of material to use to make underground bunkers, streets,
Well,
walls?
granite's used in a lot of buildings, but I don't know if the actual structure of the airport, I think, is almost like tent-like. So the granite would have been brought in probably for floors and walls and
Not so much the
stuff within
underground. Yeah.
But more
the airport.
Not
more
the underground.
granite than what you can see like in the airport
No,
kind
it's
of
just
thing,
it's
or
more expensive. So
They brought in
Why-
like bougier
Why would
granite.
you- Yeah, why would you
Why
bring
you
in
going
granite
there?
from, Turkey and China and Russia
got your
and all
own.
these places?
versus just getting local
Versus
Denver
just getting,
granite,
yeah, local
homegrown granite.
There's got to be some granite in those mountains.
Yeah.
and then the underground state of the art luggage suitcase, whatever you call it, is just
Baggage mover,
Yeah,
people mover.
had so many issues that they just abandoned it.
Right.
Wait, what?
It's just empty.
So like, what
Oh.
moves baggage now?
They built a new.
They built the new system.
So wait, how they used to handle baggage was closed?
No, it was never used. It was built and never used.
Yeah.
This new airport got a state of the art baggage
Uh-huh.
claim center, whatever.
Uh-huh.
Didn't like it, closed it, and built another one.
Apparently, it had so many issues.
So is the unused one a baggage thing under the new neighborhood Oasis? Oh,
No, it's at the new one.
At the new airport, it's
okay.
underground, and it's just empty. I saw
Oh.
a picture of it.
I don't know.
Weird.
This is weird.
Maybe they have plans to use it in the future if capacity grows, but
That's where they put the aliens.
that's where they have the UFOs or UAPs as they're called.
The alien suitcases.
So yeah, they have.
Because if you're gonna travel across the galaxy, you're gonna need to bring some
you gotta have
essentials,
luggage. There's definitely
like your alien toothbrush
there's definitely luggage involved in alien travel.
and your
one of
few ounces of alien saline solution.
for aliens they can't see.
Oh God.
So one of the first conspiracies that we're going to talk about is the New World Airport Commission, which is a group that apparently does not actually exist, but has taken some credit in the planning, designing, and building of Denver Airport. And some listeners may also be thinking that it reminds them of the New World Order, which the New World Order is its own separate theory that hypothesizes a secretly emerging totalitarian world government.
So the New World Airport thing is
Commission.
New World Airport Commission doesn't exist, but there's someone claiming to be that.
There's a plaque, right?
There's a plaque that states New World Airport Commission,
But the
but
thing doesn't exist.
when you research New World Airport Commission, the only thing that it ties back to is Denver Airport. There's no website for the New World Airport Commission. There's
So
no-
when they made this airport, they put a plaque that belongs to nobody.
Right.
Or nobody we know about.
Right.
Okay.
Nobody that we know about, which is why some people think that
It's a
that
secret
Denver Airport is a
society.
secret lair for the New World government,
It's the New World.
a bunker for maybe, which we'll talk about.
All right. Okay.
So, starting with the outside of the Denver airport, there is a large blue statue of a bucking Mustang horse, affectionately nicknamed Lucifer by the residents of the area. It's 32 feet high with black veins and fiery red eyes. This statue, standing ominously at the entrance of the airport, was actually it was commissioned by the airport, and sculptor Luis Jimenez began the process of sculpting it, but was killed when a section of the sculpture fell on him, crushing him.
That is terrifying looking. It even glows. The eyes glow.
The eyes do glow red.
What was the reason?
They're like,
they put-
what is the most suspicious statue that we could put in front of our suspicious
Well,
airport?
The Denver Broncos
I mean, yeah, I get that.
mascot of
Are the Denver Broncos known for being possessed horses?
No. And then Colorado, the University of Colorado, or the Buffalo.
Is there actual lightning on this, or is this just like a picture?
Picture.
Or does the horse actually have like lightning-looking veins in the dark?
It has
I
black.
think it's got black painted veins, but I don't know if they're supposed to look like lightning or
And you said it fell on the guy who made it and killed him?
a section of the statue fell on him, crushing him to death.
And then
How
his,
tall is this
his
thing?
friend,
That's
32
definitely ominous.
32 feet.
and his friends finished it.
Yeah, his friends and family came together to honor him, to finish the sculpture and have it installed at the airport.
But is this
Seems
what
like
the
it would
Denver
have been more
Broncos look like?
appropriate to take the statue down after it murdered him.
Some people would think so. I don't know if I'd want a statue that I created crushing me to death.
I know
still
I
exist?
wouldn't.
With
Still
red
exists.
glowing eyes.
Yeah.
If any of my art ever murders me, please don't finish my art. Please burn it.
Some people even say the eyes didn't actually glow until after Jimenez's death.
Ooh.
That's, hearsay, right? That's
Okay.
hearsay.
Okay.
So next up, we're going to talk about a vast tunnel system that supposedly exists under the airport. Is rumored to connect with other secret government tunnels that lead to the Cheyenne Mountain Complex of NORAD, which is the North American Aerospace Defense Command.
Which is real or not real?
NORAD
Or
is
we?
real. NORAD is a real base. It's a bunker under the Cheyenne Mountain, which the radar defense for North America is housed. Hence the name NORAD. But it is a real base, and
And how far is it from the Denver airport location?
it is about 90 miles. So that's a long tunnel.
And they made a tunnel that went all the way from those two things.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Oh, allegedly they made a
Right.
tunnel. Okay.
That's a long
because they used all that extra granite or all that extra
Because all
money,
The dirt.
all that.
extra
Oh,
dirt.
the dirt they dug out.
Yep. That's a lot of.
So where'd they put all that dirt? They just dug it out and then what? Made a mountain somewhere?
So part of the dirt was actually used as backfill. So there's a story, which I'm pretty sure is true, that 4 buildings were built on the site of Denver Airport, but they were built in the wrong configuration or the wrong like, I don't know, they were built 5 feet over where they were supposed to be built. And instead of tearing them down, they were buried
What?
underneath the ground.
It's
So
like
there's-
Atlantis, but on land.
Yeah, there's like 4 buildings that are
Just
completely
underground.
underground at Denver Airport, and who knows what they're used for, or if they're even used. But
Are there like old Google like Earth photos of it?
They were buried alive.
I don't know. That's a good
Google it
question.
later.
You'll have to Google it later.
Yeah.
So like it'd be like a really giant hill then, like if you just like covered a bunch of buildings with dirt, right?
Well, maybe the rest of the dirt that they excavated was used to level it.
What I was gonna say, so you
So
wouldn't
just
know
a
it's there.
gradual hill. That
If even there's a hill.
Could be all just flat on a plateau, if you will. So
Interesting.
All right, what's the next one you got?
another conspiracy theory that people talk about is a carving in the floor of a minecart with the abbreviations of AU and AG.
Typical minecart.
Some say it is a simple piece of art that pays homage to Colorado's mining history, as AU is the atomic symbol for gold and AG the atomic symbol for silver.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
It does make sense.
Okay.
Conspiracy theorists, however, point out that AU-AG pairing is also the abbreviation for a deadly toxin known as Australia antigen, which some believe the New World Order or another sinister group may use to complete a takeover of the world.
So it's an actual like toxin that exists, or an imaginary suspected toxin?
It is a real toxin, but in my research, the abbreviation for Australia antigen is actually HBsAg, and is the organism known as hepatitis B. That's per Wikipedia,
Oh.
which anybody can edit Wikipedia, so maybe Denver Airport is constantly editing the Wikipedia page for hepatitis B. Then
I mean, it makes sense that it's for initials.
It's the mystery people who actually created it, right?
right. That's the theory. The New World Airport Commission.
Yeah.
So, moving on. There are several sinister gargoyles placed throughout the airport, and some believe the presence point directly to the New World Order involvement. The
Wait, they're what?
gargoyles. The gargoyles?
Oh, there's gargoyles
There's
on
gargoyles
the airport?
in the airport. They're
Oh.
inside of the airport.
That's a very interesting choice of
Look at
decor for.
It is out of place for an airport.
Yeah.
I think these people were just high.
Also a possibility.
Is Denver known for people?
Well,
constructing
marijuana-
Oh, yes.
things on airports while
Marijuana
it's
is
under the
legal.
influence.
It's
It wasn't
legal.
legal at the time.
Oh.
I mean,
It never stopped
I
people.
feel like
No.
they need to be a little higher than marijuana, though, for some of these things to make sense.
shrooms, who knows?
Acid or LSD. Or,
It wasn't the same guy that did the.
it was not the
The
same
horse,
guy that did
right?
the horse. The guy that did the gargoyles' name is Terry Allen.
Now, was he murdered by his gargoyles?
He has not been murdered by his gargoyles,
Okay.
at least that I know of.
And then how many gargoyles are there?
There are 3 altogether, 2 of which overlook the east and west bagging area, right off of what is called the Great Hall.
Are they like the scarecrows of an airport to scare off thieves who steal
Well,
suitcases?
so
away?
traditionally gargoyles are used to actually ward off evil, and according to the Denver Airport site, they state that Notre Denver, which is the name of the gargoyles from Notre Dame, I assume, like,
Yes.
in Denver Airport.
The gargoyles and hunchback are very nice, though.
They
They
are
look friendlier.
They are gargoyles perched inside suitcases watching over the east and west baggage claim areas. Specifically, they sit slightly above travelers' heads to help ensure the safe arrival of baggage. And that is per flydenver.com.
In case
Denver
evil
Airport
spirits are going to
website.
steal people's luggage.
Right. And the spirits are, thieves at the airport, or just anybody in general. But that's if you want to believe flydenver.com.
Wait, is flydenver.com not the official website?
That is the website for the airport, and
Oh.
that's what they state the gargoyles are for.
That the gargoyles are to guard the luggage.
Right. Guard
So
the
that-
luggage.
All the people who don't believe in superstitions will
Right.
feel better.
Gargoyles definitely seem out of place at the airport.
Yeah. And for
I
2023.
can't think of any airport I've ever been to.
Well, it was built in 1995.
Well, I don't know that people were all that superstitious in 1995.
People are superstitious every year.
Oh yeah,
not-
but it's
it's
not
not a
like the
yearly thing.
1800s or anything where they're burning witches at the stakes.
Yeah.
Or
had
did the Denver airport burn anyone while they were?
Had Denver Airport existed in the 1600s, there would have been a lot of people burnt alive because of the things in Denver Airport, I would assume. But moving on
Okay.
from the gargoyles. So perhaps one of the most ominous conspiracies has to do with other artwork found inside Denver Airport. 2 murals found inside the baggage claim area, both by artist Leo Tanguma, were commissioned and installed while the airport was under construction in 1995. The first mural, titled "In Peace and Harmony with Nature," is said to symbolize environmental destruction versus environmental healing, depicts crying children over a variety of dead and dying animals, and coffins, 3 coffins with people inside them. In the background, smoke and a massive fire rage. In the second section of the mural, the children have gathered around a colorful plant sprouting from the ground. Different ecosystems are depicted in the background. One of the main conspiracies surrounding the mural is the possibility of a mass extinction event that would leave only a fraction of the world's population, and Denver Airport is somewhat of a sanctuary for those selected to survive this apocalypse.
So was the artist commissioned to do these murals specifically for the airport?
He was commissioned to do the murals for the airport. I think it was up to him.
So they didn't
He
tell him
had-
what they wanted.
Right. He had creative license, if you
And they
will.
were happy with what he came up with.
They seem to be. They'd been up since 1995. However, I did read recently that they were placed in storage to, I
Because
guess.
children walked by and cried.
No, they were
I might
trying
cry
to-
if I walk by this mural.
They were trying to restore them, I guess, from just the time from 1995 to now, having set out in the airport and been exposed to, people touching them. And
Can you get close enough to touch them? Was there a railing?
I don't know, honestly. There's some pictures that depict a railing. There's some pictures that don't have a railing. So I don't know what standard modus operandi is for it.
It's still creepy looking.
They are creepy,
This is
And
definitely
again-
creepy.
out of place for an airport.
Yeah, coffins aren't usually what you think of. When you think
you're gonna get on a plane,
No.
You definitely don't want to be thinking about being in a coffin on a plane.
Well, I find it interesting that like the people that are shown dead in the coffins are women. There's a black woman, there's an Indian woman, and then a white woman who's holding a Bible. It's like they're all holding something.
are the other
Religious?
kids in the picture
Or
women, or is there?
A lot of them are women, but like there's another one where this Indian girl is holding a stone tablet resembling a piece of the Mayan calendar. It says researchers noticed that the tablet resembles the map of Russia. I don't know. It's really interesting.
yeah,
There's a lot more to it than just.
Well, we're going to talk about
Okay, let's go.
that is only the first part. The mural is split into 2 pieces.
Oh, okay,
So-
I see that now.
Yeah, so that's just the first section of the mural. The second section can almost be seen as an allegory for survivors huddling around a new world government. It's a group of would-be survivors, I guess, huddled around a colorful plant sprouting from the ground.
I can't find that one.
there.
Are they? So was it the same artist who did all these murals?
Yes, that same artist was commissioned for all the murals.
So did they like purposely find like artists that would do like intentionally creepy art, like the painter, the sculptor whose sculpture
That's,
They
murdered
have
him?
free range, and the sculptors have free range to do what they wanted.
Yeah, they all had.
So would it really be coincidence that you had two different artists that were
Have you
commissioned?
met a lot of artists?
I mean, like, that would both make something that's pretty creepy for an airport. I mean, that doesn't say, like, I don't think of glowing demon horses when I think of airports usually, nor do I think of apocalyptic paintings
Right.
or gargoyles, so.
And that is only one of the murals. The second mural is possibly even creepier.
I think
I was
more
going to say
creepy.
terrifying.
Yeah,
Well,
but
it looks like all of them are kind of apocalyptic paintings.
Well, this one's
Which one are you
terrifying.
looking at?
yeah, they've all looked at pictures. of
Oh
these
yeah,
before.
it's that was
murals.
definitely apocalyptic looking also.
So they're given their opinion on what they think. But the second mural is titled "Children of the World Dream of Peace." The first section of the mural depicts a gas mask wearing soldier wielding a gun and a sword, with a caravan of refugees trudging away from the soldier, a dead child in one's arms, and a young child hidden away with a teddy bear. So
That's holding a machine gun and a.
yeah, he's holding like an AK-47 machine gun, and
He kind of
So
looks like a
it's,
Nazi.
Right.
he does kind of look like a Nazi, like SS.
A
soldier.
Nazi wearing a green dress.
I think it's more like a trench coat, like
Yeah. Oh,
a military
okay.
trench coat.
Okay.
But green dress is fine too.
Green dress. I like it.
I don't know what it looks like. And does he have hands on that? Oh yeah, he does. That's his glove.
And in the second section of the mural is a celebration of young children standing over the same soldier, doves resting on the dead body while one child uses a hammer to destroy the sword. The war and peace theme is quite evident to me in the murals. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
It's
very-
emphasis on war.
It does seem there possibly is more emphasis on the war part of
I
that.
guess it's which painting you look at first to which one you look at second, because they're
Right.
both two-parters.
Well, I guess
Well-
I mean, would it be that the soldier came back to life if he's dead to begin with, and then the second, or
Depending on the order that you look at the murals, you're shown that a great evil has been driven away, i.e., the soldier dead on the ground. Or if you look at it the other way, on the flip side, that the evil has come back to society to destroy it, and one only needs to look at the current state of affairs in the world to see which way the mural is going, if you ask me.
Right. It's just creepy to be in an
Yeah.
airport.
Just
so
creepy.
you think that the murals, which mural do you think comes first? The soldier with the living soldier,
So I
or
think,
the peaceful soldier? No, the peace picture with the soldier dead.
right. I think we're more if you're looking at it in any particular way, I think we're in the section of the mural where the soldier is alive and well. Because there's a
I
lot
would
of
agree.
things going on in the world right now that
So I guess that's what they're saying is you could look at it both ways.
you can look at it however you want to, and that's up to each person
There
to
is-
decide for themselves.
No peace right now.
It's kind of, well, I mean, it's kind of weird to me, like, that it seems as though, like, it almost depicts some, like, almost as if somebody took the Book of Revelations and, like, put some of that in a painting on public mural, you know, which seems kind of odd
Yeah.
to me, you know?
And that they would hang it up.
Yeah, that would be in a public airport like Denver, you know?
Yeah.
there are definitely a lot of crazy theories about Denver Airport, but I'd suggest to everyone, you guys included, if you're ever in the Denver area and find yourself at Denver Airport, take a look around and maybe decide
I don't remember
yourself
seeing these
what
when
you
I
want
was
to
at the
believe.
Denver airport. The
Yeah,
last time I was there.
David and Hannah have been to Denver Airport.
Yeah.
But
I mean, is there like a certain section that has all of this and then like other
they're
sections
all in
that
a row.
look totally normal?
I think the bulk of the artwork depicted in the gargoyles are in the baggage claim section.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure, but I would assume the plaque for the New World Airport Commission is somewhere towards the entrance.
Oh, okay.
I've always taken. I just went there to transfer to another flight. I never got off in Denver. So why would anyone want to go visit Denver?
I'd go to Denver.
Denver's probably
I might go now just to see the airport.
nice to me.
Why'd you come here? Just your airport. Just very fascinated by
I
it.
would be horrified.
I wonder if they do like a, like a behind the scenes. Would you like to see the tunnels or something? I don't know.
The Denver Airport website does mention a lot of these conspiracies, and they obviously have their own.
Oh, wait, the actual airport page mentions this conspiracies? What do they say about
Well,
it?
they have their own,
Rational.
rationale for
Interesting.
each of them, but that's what things that you would want to say if you're trying to cover up a conspiracy.
Maybe they don't even
What do
know.
they say about the paintings and their...
I mean, however,
Like, why did
whatever
they
the artist,
approve such-
whatever the artist said they meant. I guess they took them as.
But I mean, why would they approve a painting that looks so apocalyptic? Like, what?
Well, so for instance, like the New World Airport Commission, they say, let's see, let me find that exact section. So like the tunnels, they mentioned that they're, part of the conspiracy, I guess, has something to do with aliens. Aliens and humans are having conference meetings down below. So,
So the aliens are landing somewhere on the airport, and then instead of going in the normal part of the airport, they're going
they're
underground.
going underground.
I think they're going to like NORAD and then
Maybe.
Oh,
Maybe
landing
they
in
go to
NORAD in their spaceship.
But the Denver Airport website says there is a world of underground tunnels beneath you with luggage carts and golf carts zipping around, while the train to the gates runs parallel, and with the commotion of about 1,000 people working down below comes some serious traffic. Yield to the aliens.
nice.
So-
Wait, that's what the Denver airport actually says.
That's what the Denver
Ah,
Airport
so
says.
they're just
talking
gonna
about
joke about it.
talking about Lucifer, the big horse. It says he's big, he's blue, he's a sculpture. Through its true, no, it says through it's true that a portion. I think they meant though it's true.
Oh, typo.
Someone
The
spelled that.
aliens
Yeah.
hacked their website and made all these typos.
Though it's true that a portion of the Mustang fell into the Creator, causing his death, the Mustang was completed by his sons after he passed. The red eyes are a tribute to his father, who owned a neon sign shop in which Jimenez worked during his childhood. Today, the Mustang remains a controversial piece of art and one of the most iconic pieces in the airport's collection. Love it or hate it.
I didn't
How many
like it.
people-
Well,
love it.
neon lights come in other colors other than red. They could have had his light.
It's the demonic bit.
His eyes be blue
Right.
lights or yellow lights or white.
But I will say, if you go look at the Denver
Yeah.
Bronco, like the actual mascot, they're like orangey red.
They are?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because the Broncos' colors are like dark blue and orange.
Oh.
So maybe they picked that color to
It doesn't
to kind
really
of
look
honor
like
both.
the Broncos mascot. Though.
No, not particularly.
And then they talk about the
So some people love that mascot.
apparently they said love it or hate it.
The statue.
Yeah.
Just like with any work of art,
You get it or you
People-
don't.
Well, and you don't even have to get it to love it.
There must be
You
some
don't have to
art
get it to
that's
hate
like everyone has neutral feelings about because it's that boring.
I don't love anything Picasso or Dali did. No.
We're starting to fight it now. Between-
do you
between
like
Lauren and David.
do you like the faces with the eyes and nose all different places.
Yes.
Kindergartner with
Cubism?
a collage. I hate cubism.
I mean, I don't say that's my favorite period of art, but it is Picasso. I don't know.
Although I kind of wish I did it first because
I could have done that.
I could have used.
Exactly. Anyone could have done it.
Go do it. I want to see it.
I could definitely do
All
it.
right, next time we have our next one, do it.
Or a Picasso.
Please do.
Well, you got to agree to disagree.
Yeah.
Do you
And
like
that's-
Picasso?
I like Picasso.
Chad's the peacemaker.
Picasso.
No, we're big art nerds.
I like the splatter guy better.
The
Jackson
splatter
Pollock.
guy?
Isn't
Jackson Pollock.
Pollock?
Yeah.
Pollock.
I don't like
But
that
he
one.
does. Isn't that? I mean, he splatters paint, right?
Jackson Pollock, too.
Oh, bad. David and Hannah don't know.
Maybe
I
that's
like Leonardo
I
da
know.
Vinci.
I know more now than I did before.
maybe that's the name of this episode is David and Hannah.
Don't know.
Fits.
But they know now about the Denver airport.
Yep.
What else have we not learned yet?
Oh,
What other
there's-
conspiracies are about?
There's thousands of conspiracies
Plenty.
out there. Yeah,
Join us next time and maybe we'll talk about it.
we can maybe talk about some more. Maybe we'll talk about Area 51 next time.
It's my favorite.
Yes.
Maybe we won't.
If we get abducted in the meantime.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I want someone to abduct my neighbors.
Yeah. Don't we all? But thanks for
Maybe
joining us.
abduct
Thanks for
them.
listening.
Nice.
You guys have any parting comments?
No. Until next time.
No.
No?
Lots to think about.
Yeah.
Lots
think
to
about.
Google and get lost
Interesting.
in the internet.
Interesting theories.
Go down your own rabbit hole.
Yep.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.